frenzy of breakups. I feel like every time I open up my phone, so and so has broken up. If they're not actually breaking up for real, it is Kiki for a song. So breakup has really, especially in the year of our Lord 2020. This is 24. My God. Damn. But this year has had a lot of breakups. And we're going to tell you why, 5 reasons why your very public relationship might not really last, to be honest. And one of them is usually the pressure. The external pressure from everyone around you about what they think your relationship should look like. And that's why you see most couples who do content together, who have TikTok accounts with the same name, who do YouTube content together, 9 times out of 10, they don't last, to be honest, because there's so much pressure. You are showing us your cute little life, but you are showing us what you want us to see. Us who are consuming it have our views and opinions. And trust me, if I'm using my data to watch you abuju-buju with your wife, I will come to the comment section and tell you what you should be doing. Am I not supporting your content? So I feel like a lot of people have different opinions and different things they would just want to put on you. And if you do listen to this, if this pressure becomes too much and you give in eventually, you kind of lose sight of what you guys were originally doing. We were doing content together. We wanted to inspire couples out there. We wanted to be just cute and show you guys what goes on in our house, nothing malicious. But now it's spiraled into something different where people are saying, I may think your husband is mean to you. I think your husband is abusive. I think your wife has an attitude. I think your wife is this and this and this and this. And then you're like, hey, by the way, she does have an attitude. He does speak to me in a very interesting manner. So all of this outside things may lead to the end of your relationship.
Absolutely. Also, just I think did you mention the invasion of privacy?
No.
So invasion of privacy is also a huge deal. Whenever you are exposing yourself consistently and constantly to people, people have an opinion. Like you know, sometimes you haven't even noticed that your partner's ear is crooked until you post him on social media, and everyone is like, "Nambona masikio yake inakanga hivyo, ikyo kimasikio." You know, it's like it is insane. The moment you're like in love, you've announced your relationship, and then you expose your house. Oh Lord, it is dissected, intersected, broken down, quarterized. Because at the moment people start asking you for a house tour, can you just say no? But you do a house tour for us on YouTube.
So that you can tell me my house looks like everyone else's.
It's no for me. It's no for me. Another huge invasion of privacy is in the way of then their friends and their family also get involved, right? Because like me, you will know the kinds of friends I'm hanging out. I'm always with Turi, you will always see me somewhere with Turi. I'm always she's with her other friends, you will always know her other friends. But the fact that you're a huge public figure, you introduce your partner who is, you know, just a regular person, and then now everyone knows them as a celebrity. Guess what? Every time he's hanging out with his friends and people spot him, they also clock his friends, do they not? Every time your partner is just somewhere gallivanting, living his best life, like, oh my God, don't let Bwana Nani, don't let Bibia Nani. You're like, gosh, you can't even. Like the other day, I saw Nani's husband, Mine K's husband. At first, I was like, I know this face, like it looks so familiar. I couldn't even remember where.
So you were just staring.
So I'm looking at him. I'm like, I know this dude. I know this dude from somewhere. And then I saw his car, the Maybach. I'm like, oh. Nile fake Maybach. Niole. So I'm over here telling my husband, babe, do you know who that is? Like Nani's husband. He's like, babe, I have no idea who any of the people you're referring to is at this moment in time. Simply because oftentimes he's just he couldn't be bothered. But ultimately, the fact that now this guy who's more on the private side is now walking inside the mall and I'm noticing him, and I don't even notice celebrities that much. Imagine kila mtu mwingine. Everybody's like, everything is dissected, everything is up to the public. The moment you delete one picture, it's like,
and just like I looked weird, my eyes were nikatoa hiyo.
Do you know, ama umeamka macho kikaa hivyo unasikia alipigwa, umeona the black eye. Hey, everything is just open to fire. It's a firing squad every time you leave your house and your partner leaves your house and you're in public anywhere. Firing squad.
And also, there's just no mystery anymore in your relationship because everything becomes content. And the thing with content creation is, if I do something for too long, I kind of start losing my viewers because they can expect what they're going to see.
Yeah, predictability.
So what am I going to do? I'm going to become more vulnerable. And I put this vulnerable in quotes because we have been subjected to content that I'm like, that should have stayed in the drafts. That should not have had the camera on. You guys do not need to show us this. We have seen content creators go to such great lengths to show us what goes on in their life. What, you know, the nitty-gritties. Hadi tunajua the brand of body wash they use. I'm just like, girl, we did not need all that. We know the type of boxers her husband wears. And I'm just like, why? Why did we need to see that? And when there's no mystery anymore when it comes to the two of you, because, you know, even the things that are special to you, like to you two, like an inside joke here, and you laugh and you're like, oh, that was a good moment. But now because you're creating content, Masama, we need to do that again. Yeah, ebu rudia tena. 1, 2, 3, action. So let me tell you guys, my husband just told me the funniest thing. It becomes old.
It's
tedious. So fast. And somebody like me who has like zero patience, I'd be so tired so quickly because what do you mean to fanya tena? What do you Mimi?
Yeah. And action.
Yeah.
You know, now you have to
It sounds
act.
so performative.
Yeah, it doesn't, there's something about it. Even sometimes it's a very common thing where you also go to the point of now comparison and, you know, competition. Because sometimes you're like, okay, fine, y'all are in the public, sawa, you've put each other in the public like that. Ultimately, you see your friend amepatiwa a bouquet of 100 roses. Wow, umeletewa ka rose kamoja. You're like, I can't post that. It starts now, you know, it starts to now eat into your real life. Because like, every time it has to be this huge grandiose thing that you have to post. If it's something small, it's a nothing burger, you're like, you feel insecure about posting
people
it.
People are not going to be
People
impressed.
they'll start saying, ai, unapatiwa mbili, kwani wewe ni kuku. You know, kwani God amaya spoon, God amaya sijui, you know, funny things. Endelea kuza kwa bei yetu saskia. You know, that person got a Range Rover. Their partner is always picking them up and dropping them up, and they're showing us on social media, aka Ambare. And then you got a nice car, yes, but it's not a Range Rover. And your partner has work, so he's not going to be picking you up and dropping you off all the time. But you're feeling the need to compare. You're feeling the need to, it brings some competitiveness out of you. But ultimately, not just interpersonally, even publicly. Ever seen someone post their partner and then someone else post their partner and the phone number, yao iko better, ata camera quality yao iko better, mbona nyinyi msinunue upgrade? You're like, my God, I just posted a nice picture of my partner. Now I have to go and find filters and a brand new camera just so I can post the picture. Y'all are doing too much. The batting of each other against like a couple being batted against another couple. You will see the Millie and her husband, and then they will compare them to probably say they were Jesus family. You will see Abel Mutua and his partner, and before it used to be I forget his name, Fred and the ex, what's her name now? Kate actress. Like, you would see a lot of comparisons in their lives, in the way that they live their lives, which can lead to a bit of competition, but at the same time it leads to a lot of, I don't know, for me, I don't like feeling icky about something my partner has given me. Like, imagine being your partner just bringing you something nice out of the goodness of their heart. Alafu uko like, I can't even post this one, it's too small. God, guy! Lord, I refuse.
And because of all of this overexposure and lack of privacy and you being vulnerable in your journey, you know, you're showing us how you guys have no filter between between the two of you. Now every interaction you have that is outside your four walls is very scripted and very performative, and you're very, very, you know, keen on not showing what your true emotions are. So even if you're at the supermarket,
you fake
with
it
the love of your
bit.
life, na unajua vizuri ameenda kuchukua sijui dishwasher gani, na unajua vizuri tunatumianga hii. You know, in a normal day unasema, hey, sio hiyo, ni ingine. Alafu unasema, hapana, hii ndio nzuri. Unamwambia, Tigawana, when have you ever washed a dish in my house? You know, like, but now because of all of this, you really can't do that because that's bad press, that's bad karma. So at the end of the day, everything becomes so scripted and you kind of lose that spark between the two of you.
The organic version of a relationship. It doesn't even play out organically because everything just feels scripted.
Have you seen guys who calendar content?
Oh no.
Yeah, at 10 to 12, we are going to be doing this. I'm just like, what do you mean?
Let me tell you. But also, if that's what you're into, then find a partner who's into it. We're not saying it's a bad thing. We're just saying find a partner who's into it. Because some of the couples who do it, they do it really, really well simply because they're both keen on it. Nairofe and Euphorian, they're very keen on the all out, in your face, whatever. And the content is quite good and it works for them. But don't start forcing your partner or forcing yourself to become this person that your partner is now forcing you to. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yep, and we are being kicked out of here because we have overextended our time. But do not worry, you will see us tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye.